Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Views at 5 p.m. Today I'm going to be your host. My name is Palisa Teki and I have a very special guest. I know him as Unjabulo, but you guys know him. If you don't, his name is Alpine. Woo! Okay, so do you want to tell the people who is Alpine?
Well, never was Alpine from the beginning. Started out weird. I used to call myself the social outcast because I felt a certain way in the community I used to live in. I wasn't the kid who used to talk to people a lot. Wasn't that kid who always used to have a lot of friends or anything like that. So I just dubbed myself social outcast. And then from there, I divided the outcast. I kept the outcast. I removed the social. So when I removed the social, I kept the outcast, and then I put the Alpine because the Alpine kind of symbolizes heights because the Alpine mountains. Fuck with that shit. Yeah, I fuck with that shit. Alpine mountains and everything like that. I just felt like I was in a position where I really wanted to do everything to the best of my ability and like to the peak of everything. So that's why I call myself Alpine. Well, Alpine is just a normal guy from Ladysmith, Eminem Beach. Just a normal guy, normal kid, grew up, normal family, middle wage type shindies. Mama was a teacher, ain't much about it. Daddy passed away at like, I was 3, so I had my mom for like the longest time. But family was always around. So yeah, that's a brief summary of Alpine. A brief summary of Alpine.
So where does the rapping come in and all of this?
Well, I feel like when I look back now, I've always been that guy or that kid that always used to like music. Because I remember, I don't know if it was between grade 1, 2, and 3, I used to rush back home just to listen to like Lucky Dube, cassettes. Back then when there was no CDs or anything like that, I used to pop in the cassette and the radio.
How old are you?
I'm turning 22.
Okay, it's not that bad, it's not that bad.
I'm turning 22. So yeah, I used to pop back cassettes, Lucky Dube. From there, it moved on. I listened to R&B. But before the R&B was a lot of house because like back then it was Kwaito, house, a lot of that. And then I met this guy called, he was a rapper. I didn't know he was a rapper at the time. I met him in high school. And by the time I met him, I was already like listening to a little hip hop because Lil Wayne was all over the TVs back then. So I listened to that, and then I met this guy called Snami Sonchingi. Anybody from back home knows this guy. He's just that guy, the it guy when it comes to rap or anything like that. And he schooled me on a lot of niggas. He put me on to like Mick Jenkins and like switch flipped. And then I started listening to very deep stuff, and then from then the bug bit me. I was gone. And I also used to write unconsciously.
So you didn't know?
Yeah, I didn't know. I was just writing stuff in class because I was bored.
Okay, so did you consider yourself as a poet or were you just writing?
I was just writing. At that point, I was just writing because I liked it for some reason. I just kept doing it. And then this guy, I met Sna, and then he was like, yo, you should actually do this because I rapped my first verse ever for him. He was like, yo, you got it. And then from then I recorded a couple songs and then ship sailed.
And now here we are.
So
do you think that played a role in like the sound you have now?
A massive role. A massive role. I feel like sound itself, because like right now there's a lot of hard hitting stuff. If you look at like the SA music community, right now it's Amapiano and stuff like that. And before that it was Gom. Before that was like a lot of house, the big Nas wave. So it was a lot of hard hitting stuff. And like I feel like I got into music with a lot of mellow stuff because I used to listen to like, as I was saying, Abola Kitu and stuff like that. And I used to listen to a lot of deep house between grade 5 up until 8. And a lot of deep house vocalists and stuff like that. So I kind of understand why I like a type of melodic rap type style.
It's crazy how you ended up rapping and not making house.
Oh yeah, it's very crazy.
Because your childhood was house and kwaito and
a lot of house and kwaito.
Alright. Okay, so now we all know, well, not everyone knows, but we who are here know that you have an upcoming project.
Yeah.
Are you excited about it?
I'm very excited.
Very excited.
I'm very excited.
Okay, so for those who don't know, the project is called Artificial Reality. So talking about sound, is this sound different from what you would usually do, or is it the same?
I feel like it's different because in 2018, we started making a project, me and a very close friend sitting behind the cameras right now. Y'all niggas ain't gonna see him though. He's sitting behind the cameras. We made Chips. And Chips was a very up energy type sound. I like that shit. I like it a lot. Now I'm going into a phase where I'm trying to go back to what I made previously. And so we have Artificial Reality. It was a very deepish type. Yeah.
Okay, so can you explain what artificial reality means?
For me, there's a lot of artificial realities right now in the world we live in. When you think about a lot of situations, it's artificial, but it's our reality at the same time. So you can't really duck away from it. But my view on what artificial reality was, it was a very simple view. It wasn't even anything complicated. I just thought, okay, because this tape is compiled with a lot of YouTube beats. So I was like, okay, my reality, which is my verses and all of that stuff, on artificial stuff. So it was just like, okay, artificial, my reality, put that together. But in like the grander scheme of things, I feel like artificial reality is like, it has a lot of meanings. It has a lot of meanings.
So then would you say that what you rap about in this album has any relation to your real and personal life? Or?
Yeah, it has a lot.
So then why artificial?
Because of the sound and where it's coming from. Because YouTube beats, I feel like I'm not as connected with whoever's making that beat. I just resonate with it, so I can lay something on it, just rap on it. So that's the artificial part. For me. Okay.
So then the reality part is what you say.
Okay,
I feel like I heard a lot of realness on set. That was that personal, or were you just randomly having fun and it came up?
I think when I wrote on set, I was going through something. I feel like I was going through something because I used to live in a commune and stuff like that. There was a lot of drama, and some drama got to me, and then it encompassed a lot of other stuff. So it was like, it was basically the emotion at the time, and then I had to express it somewhere. Sometimes I'm not able to, so I'm grateful for that one song that I was able to like actually put that through. Okay.
So then okay, sorry guys. So you wrote on set. Do you write every other song you make, or do you have a ghostwriter?
I feel like I'm a writer at heart. Besides anything, I could write for days, bro. I could write because, as I was saying, I started writing unconsciously. Maybe I think it was grade 8 or 9. Somewhere in between there, I made a decision I was gonna be a rapper, but I didn't take it seriously because it was too early. It was way too early. So I've always been a writer. I write all my songs. I don't think I'd say or ask for help in the writing perspective of things.
You got that off.
I just always had writing.
Okay, cool. Okay, so you write your own music. Are you part of production, or is that separate from you?
No, that's the tricky part. Because sometimes niggas get credits on songs for just being able to say, yo, instead of you letting the song go this way, turn left instead, and then end it like this, or maybe yo, lace it like this. Niggas get credits for that, but like I feel like production-wise, more in the future, not right now, because I'm not as hands-on on like producing or anything that has to do with production. So maybe, hopefully, in the future, I'll be way more hands-on because I have a lot of ideas.
Yeah.
When like sonic ideas, I have a lot of sonic ideas. I have like sounds I can hear in my head, but I can never like
really put it into,
so it's I'm still trying to bridge the gap. Still trying to find someone to successfully bridge that gap thoroughly.
Yeah, so you weren't part of production.
Yeah, you can carry on.
Okay, so you weren't part of production with artificial intelligence. I mean,
I was.
artificial reality. You were.
This was, funny enough, this was like the most hands-on I've been because I was there throughout the whole process. I was looking at everything.
Who is part of that production?
A guy I met in Mancosa, Seth. Shout out Seth. His name is PHEEZY. Yeah. Love that guy. Love that guy.
Any other, or was it just
it was just
him?
Him. It was just him.
And he got everything that was going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
80%.
Okay, so then how long did that take? How long did the whole project take?
It didn't take long. I'll answer this on part 2. Get it? Damn it, nigga. Yeah.
I said all my niggas ride for me, but they might not die for me. All my niggas ride for me, but they might not die for me. Yeah. I know my niggas ride for me. The brotherhood alive. We the Southern divide. We just had to stay divine.